morning we'll just do a quick video update. The backyard here in Constance Bay, zone 4B 5A near Ottawa, Canada. So as you can see, it's a beautiful morning here. It's early July, and I can't remember the date actually, but probably around July 9th, 10th, somewhere around there. Getting to the mid. And it's a gorgeous morning, 20 degrees right now. It's supposed to be a high of 25 degrees, that's Celsius. So 20 degrees is somewhere around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll just come down to the beach here, show you what it's like here in Constance Bay. Got a gorgeous beach, nicest beach in Ottawa area. One of the nicest in Ontario. Beach stretches for about 7 kilometers and you can walk. So it goes around that point there for quite a ways. So just at this part alone, it's probably about 2.5 kilometers from that point there. And going down past that point, you can go all the way back to those trees in the background. There's a view from the water, the house. See, I've got my tikis that I've carved up on the wall. So that's a retaining wall when the floodwaters come in the spring. Controls that. We've got some nice flowers planted and a couple of palms in pots and a couple of hibiscuses in pots as well. I'll give you a close up here in a second. My wife is a major petunia grower, so these are wave petunias, and then I've got a majesty palm in here. There's the tikis. This one here is made out of oak. And right here is a hibiscus plant, and then daylilies in the back. This garden kind of dried out. The irrigation system, I think, is plugged for those, whatever those plants are. Got again wave petunias with a majesty palm, another hibiscus, the tikis. And of course the wave petunias with the daylilies in the back. So here in this garden, this is usually jam-packed with wave petunias, but they're not coming as strong this year. I've got a Mexican fan palm, Washingtonia robusta right there. And we've got a spike, which was a spike like this at one time. We've kept it over winter. This one's actually 2 or 3 years old too. This one had a bit of a rough year. Wave petunias, a few little palms. And the Weigela bushes, which were incredible just about a week or 2 ago, but flowers are not hanging around this year as well as before. A little hibiscus growing here. Roses, which are just finished blooming. Oh, you can hear the irrigation system going. There's my second smallest Mexican fan palm. Whoops, top just blew off that. I'll have to fix that. We'll take a break for a second, guys. I just put the cap back on. I guess we loosened it off too much trying to get some water flow. Sometimes they plug up. And we've got a couple of majesty palms here. And again, they're irrigated as well. I don't know if you can see, but in behind, I like to plant a Trachycarpus fortunei with each Mexican fan palm. Better actually put this cap just a little tighter. It's still blowing too much. Got a Musa Bajou just outside the gate here. This one was in a pot over the winter, so it's kind of going slower than I was hoping, but it's coming along now. We're getting a lot of heat. We're having a big heat wave. Got some wave petunias up in the baskets. And then we've got a pygmy date palm here. It's doing really well this summer. Didn't look so good over the winter, but it's coming along now. You can see we actually have these hanging baskets irrigated too, which is a big help. And right down here we've got my, oops, there's a pool floaty there. I have my Trachycarpus fortunei, which I bought. I don't know how many years old it was, but the trunk is about 3 feet tall, maybe 2.5 feet. And it's really looking good. It seemed to grow better than the Mexican fan palms out here. Over here is my jungle garden. It's got 3 bird paradise in it, but they're all in pots. You can't see the pots hidden by the hostas and the ostrich ferns. It's ostrich ferns and hostas really grow crazy here. You can see, so there's one bird of paradise, white bird of paradise behind the big leaf. It's orange bird of paradise here, the Strelitzia reginae, and my giant white bird of paradise, Strelitzia nicolai. And they are all overwintered inside. And here we have my Musa Bijou that spent the winter in the ground. So it's doing really well. I'm hoping it's going to go over the shed this year. I was hoping it would be taller than it is now, but I think with this heat, it's really starting to come alive now. We got another, hard to see, but another Musa Bijou back there. Again, that one spent the winter in a pot. In this garden, I have my Washingtonia robusta, which now it's 3rd year in the ground. And it's growing as fast as I thought, which is kind of a good thing. It'll last longer. We've got a nice little Trachycarpus in the ground beside it. It's doing really well. That's about, I think it's about 3 years old, that one, from seed. And right here is my Heaven's Needle. It's in full bloom right now. Looks gorgeous. Moving along, a couple of pineapple plants here, in my sago palm. And here's my other Washingtonia robusta. This one I replaced because the box blew off. It died over the winter. And I don't think from the box blowing off, well, indirectly, but the extension cord to my Christmas lights unplugged and I hadn't realized. And I've got a Trachycarpus beside that. I like to pair them up so when the Washingtonia gets too big to box, the Trachycarpus can take over. Got the Dracania. Another one back there, my jumping Dracanias. So eventually some of the branches pop off and they kind of reroot themselves in the ground, which is pretty cool. So we've gotten a few out of that plant. This is the mother plant. And we've gotten a few from that one already. And the last little bit is my nursery area for my smaller palms that I've grown from seed. Anyway, that's pretty well it. It's a gorgeous day out here. Beautiful place to live. And if you look up there, you can probably see the moon somewhere. There it is. Anyway, it's supposed to be a high of 25 today. We're going to be heading golfing there in a bit, and hope you enjoy your day. And that's it from Constance Bay, Ottawa, Ontario.